my first ever YouTube channel. Hi, my name is Chris Chan. I'm from Toronto, Ontario. My channel is all about lifestyle, and I'll be discussing topics ranging from watches to bicycles, to bicycle gear, to camping gear, to dieting and fitness, and whatever else I can think of that would fall under the lifestyle category. Full disclaimer, I'm not a expert in any of those areas. My day job is within the IT industry, so this is purely a hobby of mine where I like to collect watches and bikes and ride bikes and camp, hike, and exercise. So through my many years of experience, trials and tribulations, I like to pass on my experience as a consumer to those of you that are getting into watches or biking or camping or fitness, and hopefully you find the information I provide you informative and valuable. Having said this, my very first episode will be a watch review. And today I would like to discuss my vintage Seiko known as the 667109. So here we are. This is the Seiko 667109 once again. This is a production that was made 1972 to approximately 74. This particular one, judging by the serial number, was made in 1972. It's in really good condition considering its age. Let me give you some specs on this. The case size, first off, is 36 millimeters from lug to crown. Thickness is about 16.5 millimeters. Lug width is 18 mil. Lug to lug, which is from the top to the bottom measured vertically, is 43 millimeters. So it's not a large case at all by today's standard, but I will show it on my 6.5-inch wrist later on, and you can see that it's not as small as it sounds. The movement is a Japanese movement, of course, 17 jewels. It's a hacking, in other words, hand winding movement. It's rated water resistance. No markings in terms of depth rating, but I would hazard to guess probably around 30 meters. It does have a screw-in case back, but no screw-down crown. Here's a little close-up of it. It's a nice electric blue. I'm not sure what Seiko calls that blue, but in the daylight outside, it's a phenomenally gorgeous blue. The dial itself has a classic, timeless look to it. The hands are sword hands with luminous pieces inlaid. The hour markers are laid on top of the dial with luminous dots. Okay, single luminous dots except for the 12 o'clock, which shows 2 luminous dots. It's got a sweeping second hand, which is fairly smooth. Of course, not Rolex smooth, but there's also only 17 jewels. The crown is not signed. The casing is all brushed stainless steel on the edges and the bezel surround. There's a chapter ring, and around between 11 and 1 o'clock it's got some signs of wear, or perhaps maybe previous owner had some water damage and had it serviced. I'm not sure, but it's definitely in phenomenal shape for its age. Okay, the case back. Okay, here again it's screw back, serial numbers listed, and it just indicates it's water resistance and it's stainless steel and so forth. Nothing to really write home about, but for this type of watch, which is designed more of a casual piece that can be worn with leather strap or a stainless steel bracelet, which it did originally come with from my research. Now this is of course previously owned and well taken care of. It came with this particular tan colored leather strap with the racing style look and the what they call the two threads. All right, so it's a very updated strap with a classic racing look to it. So it's very breathable, very comfortable, and again it's 18 mil strap across, and it tapers down to probably around 16 mil as a guess. I didn't measure it out yet. The clasp and tang is polished, so if it was brushed it would probably match it a little nicer, but it does go with the crown, which is the only piece that's polished on this watch. Besides the hands themselves and the hour markers. So I really love the look of it. A lot of watches are coming back with this timeless look, such as the Hamilton Intramatic, which is a chronograph. And it too also comes in blue, but has a very similar look. The other positive I would say about this, the look of this watch, is the simplistic minimalist look to it. It has no complications other than the sweeping second hand. In other words, there's no complications of any chronograph subdials or day or date time windows. So it's like getting the Rolex Explorer, right? A field watch without any complications. Very clean look and very minimalist. It's a beautiful watch. Now I'm gonna put it on. So what I have on today is my Shinola, which is considered a lifestyle watch, coincidentally. And I'll do a review on this one another day. So what I'll do is put this on. This is again my 6.5 inch wrist, so it's not terribly large. That's how it looks. Okay. Again, it's not a very thick watch, which is nice. Oh, the crystal, forgot to mention, it's acrylic, so you wouldn't expect it to be sapphire. Not the price point this watch is released at, probably selling for around the $40 to $60 mark back in the day, you know, at best. But it is acrylic. It's called a boxed crystal. So right, so you can see how it's like a dome, but they call it a box, right? A box dome. So it's really a nice clean dial, very easy to maintain. You can buff out any scratches on it, and it probably has or has been replaced because it's there's no patina, there's no fading from the sun, there's no discoloration, so it looks too clean to be the original. Okay, so that's it. It's a beautiful vintage timepiece. Unfortunately, there isn't a whole lot of material out there, so hopefully you find this one interesting, and highly recommend it as a very low-cost vintage piece. For those that are after a watch that would sell typically anywhere between $120 to $300, but I picked this particular one up for $200 Canadian, which is probably average price. You know, if you can find it for that or less, the better. But because this was an immaculate condition, I was willing to give them the full $200, and I have no regrets. It's a beautiful color, and it wears well on my wrist. Very light. All right. Well, thank you for your time, guys. And if you like this video, please subscribe or like this video. Take care, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.